This podcast is brought to you by Mapper Forward's new Patreon community, the Global Coffee Think Tank. Check the show notes or head to patreon.com/Mapper Forward to find out how you can become a member today. Welcome back to the Daily Coffee Pro by Mapper Forward, friends. I'm your host, Lee Safar, and this is episode 3 of a 5-part series with specialty coffee obsessed Fatima Al Ketbi. And Fatima, we have explored what specialty coffee is to you and your incredible journey into specialty coffee. And we talked about in the last episode, like the kinds of specialty coffee experiences you look for. And, you're somebody who likes to enjoy specialty coffee on your own. It's not so much a social lubricant for you, No. So today what I want to explore with you is how you choose the coffees and sometimes the cafes if you do happen to go to them, but how you choose the specialty coffee experiences that you have. Which roasters do you don't have to name any names, but how do you go and look for cafes or roasters to experience?
There is no certain criteria for that, but the fact that I really love to try everything. I've tried everything till I reached a point that I know exactly what I love, what I need, what to get, and according to that, I have my different coffee bags from different roasteries. I know what origin that I love. I know what roast profile that I prefer to have. If it's for filter, I prefer the filter roast. Yeah, because I've tried everything. Exploring made me open the whole doors for me to understand exactly what do I need, what do I love, what do I prefer, what not to buy, what not to get, which roastery do I have to choose, which coffee shops do I have to visit. So all of that, all of that is from exploring. And I've explored a lot till I reached this phase of my own taste. Because really, believe me, maybe not all of the coffee shops would like to see someone who's testing their baristas on the coffee bar about the coffee that they're having. I'm this kind of customer who will ask so many questions before ordering the coffee. And sometimes maybe they will kick me out from the coffee shop because I keep asking everything.
So you actually do go in and ask. You'll go in and say, what would you say to a barista when you go into a cafe?
What do you have today? What kind of coffee that you're using today? What origin do you have? What do you use for V60? Is it the same roast for the espresso or it's filter roast? What roastery are you using? Okay, what grind set are you using? What temperature are you using? Can you give me the kettle? I will brew my coffee by myself. So if he didn't answer my questions, sometimes I ask them, may I brew my coffee by myself? I will use everything, but believe me, just let me brew my coffee.
Wow.
My cup of coffee is really important to me because if I put this effort and drive to this coffee shop and I will not get that cup of coffee that I really like, or that cup of coffee that will let me go back again to this coffee shop, I will not have it. I prefer not to have it, honestly.
Wow. So have you ever said to a barista, can I brew my own cup of coffee? Yeah. And they said yes?
Yes.
Let me tell you, Dubai baristas are very generous. So that they just say, sure, here, go brew your own coffee.
Yeah, because I kept asking so many questions that there's something to be fixed in this thing here in the coffee shops or in the coffee industry. But the thing is that when the customer knows what he wants or what she wants, this is really difficult if the barista doesn't know exactly how to answer the questions. So if I'm going to pay for my cup of coffee, I will pay for something that I really want. I will enjoy it. Yeah, don't let me pay for something that is average. what is a specialty coffee? It should be special, right?
Right. Well, hey, I feel like at this stage, you know far more than anybody I know knows about specialty coffee.
So
So,
don't let me pay for something that I will not enjoy.
so help me understand something. You mentioned that you know what origins you like, you know what flavors you like, you know what roast profiles you like. Tell us some specifics behind that. So, what's your
So,
favorite
for
origin?
example, African, Ethiopian, especially, I
Mhm.
really love Ethiopian beans. I will have my usually it's Ethiopian. It's it's the best to me. It's this is
Okay.
my I love
And
Ethiopian. I
yeah.
love Costa Rica. Sometimes I find really amazing and special coffee cups from this Costa Rican beans, and I like Colombian beans as well. I've tried something really amazing from Ecuador once, and it
Uh-huh.
was really amazing. Um, but so far, my favorite is
Ethiopian.
Ethiopian. Yeah,
And
it
do you
is
have
my favorite.
a processing method that you particularly like?
Honestly, I used to use my espresso machine always. Like
Uh-huh.
from starting from the pandemic, I got my
Hmm.
machine in the pandemic. So when all the coffee shops has lockdown, and we couldn't get our coffee at that time from the coffee shop, so I ordered my machine from Italy in order to not
Go
just have
without.
this. Yeah, exactly. So at that time, it was my favorite. It was. V60, let's say V60 espresso and flat white. And but now, like from 1 year and a half, I didn't drink milk-based coffee. Stick to V60 and AeroPress and espresso.
Right.
So these are my favorites so far.
And so let's say you are buying an Ethiopian coffee. Do you look for the difference between, let's say, if it's a natural or a washed
Oh
coffee?
yeah, yeah, definitely.
What do you prefer?
So as I said, Ali, the bag itself, the coffee itself, it's a journey. So when you see the producer name and the process itself and the tasting notes and the origin and the altitude and the branding as well, it plays a big role in choosing as well the coffee.
Okay.
Sometimes people will get attracted to the branding before reading the whole thing. To me, it's the whole journey because definitely my favorite is natural,
Hmm.
but I love exploring. So this cup of coffee, it's taking me through the journey to the whole trip from picking, because I know I've read lots of books and I've watched lots of videos and I know exactly what's going on back there in the farms. So it takes me back to that farm where they pick the cherries, process it, sand it, roast it, and then I'm
Brew it.
brewing it here at my coffee bar. It's the
Wow.
whole process. That's why exploring is what makes me jump to different coffee shops, to different roasteries, to different roast profiles, to different process. I really love explore that, but I came up to a phase where I know exactly what I love. I love African beans, especially Ethiopian. I love the natural process. I love the fruity floral taste. So definitely there is no discussion on this. And then I will try the rest. I don't mind trying the rest.
And what about from a profile perspective? Do you like a lighter, medium, or a darker roast? Do you have a preference? Or do you just like trying all different kinds?
No, I really no. I
It's
know
just
exactly what I
amazing
want.
how
No,
exactly you know what you like. Like you don't sound
exactly.
like someone who, like, even though you know exactly what you like, you also sound like a very curious coffee drinker. So you like to try new things, I suspect,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you know, like, what
exactly what I
you're
want.
not gonna like. Yeah, wow. So sorry, I interrupted your answer there. Go ahead, tell me. Do you which
So to
process?
the roast
Sorry,
profile,
roast. Yeah.
yeah, roast profile. I my favorite is light to medium roast profile, mainly medium. Uh, Dark is not my favorite at all. And when it comes to uh, roasting, I don't like to use the coffee that is, they call it omni roast, where you can use it for espresso and filter. I don't like to use it for filter. I get my filter bags for filter, and I got my espresso bags for espresso. Don't come and convince me to bring this one for this one, because I don't like it. I don't like it.
I mean, that's the best answer and best reason there is for making those decisions. I don't like it. And that's perfectly valid. It's whatever anyone's opinion is of whether this is right or this is wrong or whatever. At the end of the day, it comes down to you don't like
my
it.
preference.
Yeah, it comes down to your
What do I
preference.
prefer? Yeah. There is nothing right or wrong. The best cup of coffee is the coffee that you like.
Yeah. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so exactly.
It's amazing. So we've got 2 episodes to go. Now, after hearing the way that you engage with baristas, I think that you are probably the most qualified person I know to ask this next question to that we're going to ask. So folks, join us in the next episode as we kind of get Fatima to help us understand what the specialty coffee industry is getting right and wrong. This is going to be amazing. Okay. We'll see you in the next episode, everyone. Peace, love, and peanut butter. Have an amazing rest of your day. Thanks, friends. If you enjoyed this video, here's what you should check out next. Consider supporting Map It Forward on Patreon and be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell before you leave.